Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So let's play with our Batman character. As you can see, we reach level 29. Our character is a hero. Our mentor is tech, power gadget, weapon martial arts, and movement acrobatics. So we're very close to being level 30. Basically, right now we have a quest line involving the Spectre. So by the time we finish helping our friend the Spectre, we should be level 30. And we should be in the final quest of our quest line. Let's go check our mail before we talk to Dr. Fate. I did put up a few items for sale on the marketplace, on the broker I mean, so let's go see if maybe we sold some of them, or maybe some items are expired. We sold our dog-eared DC Comics present number 52. So the next part of our quest is to talk to our friend Dr. Fate. So if we look on our journal, you can see in the main missions, Fateful Omen, that's the quest we have right now. So you can see in the journal we have our main missions, where the event missions, Justicely Dark or Poisonous Desire. That's the Poisonous Desire is the spring seasonal, and we have a whole bunch of miscellaneous side quests and other missions. I didn't do any of these, and also like nowadays the Clayface, the wanted missions, like the Clayface missions. Sadly, these are missions that you have to be level 30 in order to be able to play these days. So don't really do those anymore. And there was also the last one of Krypton, but that's for the 80th anniversary of Superman.
Spectre, the spirit of God's vengeance, has launched an attack on downtown Metropolis. He has raised spirits of the vengeful dead to judge and execute humanity. Go and seek out Sentry Lita of the Sentinels of Magic, so we will start to heal this wound.
Welcome to the battle. We need warriors of your caliber for this threat. The Spectre has the power of God's vengeance to judge guilty souls, but here he has lost all mercy. I fear Circe's foul touch has turned the Spectre completely mad. Bring peace to these spirits.
So you saw the new icon for Wonder Woman in the corner. Soon we should be able to go to the Hall of Justice in the Watchtower, and we should be able to see the new models for Batman and Wonder Woman. And sometimes, yeah, I guess he's not here. Sometimes there's the NPC for Ring Wars at this police station, but I guess not today. So we're going to fight a whole bunch of spirits and ghosts and that kind of stuff. So let's go and do that. And if we look, if you see our XP bar at the very bottom of the screen, basically it's a long purple bar. You can see that we're less than two notches from reaching level 30. So basically your character gains level until level 30, and once you reach level 30, your combat rating becomes your real level at that point. So once you reach level 30, it pretty much becomes a totally different game. So here we have the quest giver we have to talk to.
We need your help. The Spectre has raised these ghouls to judge humanity, and they think life itself is a crime. Destroy them and guide their astral victims back to their bodies. But beware the Reapers. We will need a special power to banish them.
And as usual, we do have a side mission over here.
Souls are vulnerable to all kinds of evil when separated from their bodies. You must imbue them with this spell of strength to resist evil.
So there's no reason not to pick up both all the missions at once and to start doing them. Let's grab. I guess we have to defeat the little friend here.
This is wrath.
So we have these ghosts here that we have to either help or we can defeat them. Actually, we can do both, I guess. Oh no, I defeated her before I could help her. So mean. I'm not sure if the Soul Eater will count as a spirit. Let's see. Sadly, sometimes the targeting tries to target the enemies that are further away from you. Not sure why, but it happens. So sometimes you have to be a bit extra careful to make sure you're targeting the correct enemies. Or that you're not targeting the wrong enemies, if that makes sense. And of course, sometimes there's other players that makes things a bit more complicated. But I guess we're done helping the Torn Spirits. Or no, we're not. Not sure why sometimes the hint for the quest disappears. That happens. Oh, all looks a bit. Although nowadays it's exo materials, it's no longer exobits or exobytes. But you get the idea. Oh no! Evil Soul Eater. So this should be the last one we need. So we don't have to worry about those Soul Eaters now. Those Soul Eaters, those Soul Spirits. We can just defeat them. Those Torn Spirits. I know we'd get it at some point.
I feel like myself again.
Not sure why we cannot target that one. Doesn't matter. There's plenty of spirits. We don't need that specific one.
It's like waking up.
So right now we only need the Torn Spirits, but of course other spirits will still attack us. Just a few more and we'll be done.
Oh my gosh, run! Please, stop!
You can lock on your target if you want to make sure to hit the right target. Just defeat this little guy. In order, order to be able to lock on your target, you can just hold L1, and as you can see, we're locking that little eventual spirit right now. So if you hold L1, you can see the little target appearing or tightening on the spirit. So just one more and we'll get out of here. There we go. Sometimes you can just fly away and glide away, and you should be able to escape from at least a whole bunch of enemies. So let's complete our mission.
Spectre is supposed to judge individual souls. For him to be assigning spirits to pass sentence for him means something is badly wrong.
Then we can move on to the next part of the mission, but before we do, let's talk to the little friend
All of
here
these screaming
and
ghosts
take
used
his
to be my
side quest.
friends. All the judges and lawyers and clerks that worked in the courthouse. I know they don't want to be like this.
Listen to hubris, mortal. It is the sound of dozens
need
of
you to
mages
help
lifting
trap
voices to
enraged
cast
spirits.
spells,
Their
and then
essence may help defeat
screaming as
those
their
reapers.
lives are ended.
Take on the raging spirit.
No matter how many of these spirits we banish, the Reapers are creating more. The Sentinels believe we can use the spectral cores of these raging spirits to banish them. Lightkeeper Lee can tell you what they need.
Sometimes it can get a bit tricky, especially if there's other players. What you want to do, eventually you want to be able to pull those spirits over here, where there's like a red energy dome. So you have to bring them over here. And once they get over here, you'll see it'll become enraged. If you can move it a bit further. There we go. I'm not sure why it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, okay, you have to damage him a bit first. So you must not kill him just yet. You have to kill him within the you have to defeat him within this energy dome in order to be able to get him to enrage. And we need two types. We need the accusers and the magistrates. So there's another accuser. So let's try and bring him over here. The challenge is if there's other players, they may defeat them before they reach the red energy sphere. So that does make things a bit more challenging if there's other players around. It can still be done, but it makes it, there's a magistrate. It can still be done, but it makes it much more difficult.
Lure them to one of our soul spheres.
Like that. As you saw our little friend here, he defeated the magistrate. You don't have to pull them one at a time, you can pull more than one at once. So you can see our friend over there, he's defeating them all instead of bringing them to the... let's try and bring him over here. There's another energy field over here, if for some reason things don't really work out over there. And there's a third one, I think, down there. So if there's too many players where you are, you can try to go to another spot. And if we're lucky, we should have a magistrate in there. Not sure why we didn't get the credit for the magistrate, it seems. Let's try with that one. Don't really need the soul eater, but let's get rid of it. Come on. Ah, we did not share the objective. Let's try to build those two. And as you saw, we reached level 30.
I'm not afraid of you.
And accuser, we don't really need that, I think. Oh, let's try to pull that magistrate over there. A lot of people tonight. Not sure if we reaping evil.
I'm running a spectral analysis, no pun intended, on these manifestations. They're weirdly shadowed. I wonder, with Eclipse so free... I'll get back to you.
I guess we completed the objective, didn't realize we had. It happens.
Now is the true test of the Sentinel's plan. The Reapers were created by the Spectre to raise up souls to judge the living, and they must be destroyed. But to do so, you must come halfway to soul death yourself. Do not let death defeat you. See Lightkeeper Chandi Gupta and end this misguided punishment.
Last time I think I did explain the little diamond that guides you to the next mission. Basically, if you look at the minimap, you have that yellow arrow that points you in the direction of the mission. But there's also that yellow diamond in the middle of the screen that points you towards the mission. And also that tells you the distance until you reach the objective. But first, let's talk to our friend Dr.
I'm a
Occult.
student of supernatural phenomenon. I have set up numerous astral spectrometers throughout the area, but find myself unable to retrieve them.
And let's go talk to our friend Lightkeeper over here. Oh, sometimes the NPC disappears. It happens.
Prepare yourself. The sentinels at the edge of the zone will imbue you with spectral power to dim your soul. This will confuse and weaken the Reapers so you can destroy them. Good luck.
Well, let's try and grab this little investigation first, and then we'll get started.
Close your eyes, mortal, and see redemption.
So basically you have to talk to those Lightkeeper. They give you, you can see there's some sort of energy on our character, so then we can try to defeat these evil Reapers. If you try to attack the Reapers without that energy, sadly you won't get the objectives. You can't complete it that way. You really need the energy in order to be able to defeat the Reapers and have them count towards your quests. And also, as you see, there's these little, I'm not sure what they are, bottles or something. The astral analyzers, I suppose. I'm a bit surprised. Usually the energy doesn't last that long. You have to be a bit careful. In this area, there is the character called the Judge,
You cannot banish one
who's a
such
bounty and who will hurt you a little bit. Oh, we don't have the energy anymore, so there's no point in staying here. So let's get out of here. We can still try and defeat them, but not really. Let's go for this one. We seem to be... Until you actually get close to them with the energy, you can't really target the big spirits. The Reapers, I should say. There's also Light Keepers over there if you need to. But ideally you just want to stick next to the Reaper. The energy's gone. You want to stick next to the Reapers until you can actually target them, which sometimes take a minute or two. Not sure why sometimes the energy lasts a while, sometimes it goes right away. Must be a subtlety I'm not getting.
That little trick won't work on me, mortal.
Come on, repeat. We can grab the analyzer first.
That little trick won't work on me, mortal.
Almost there. We still need a few analyzers. Let's try and get them. So at this point, we reach level 30. We don't really earn experience anymore. This should be our last one. Too quick.
One such as me.
Well, let's collect our last analyzer, and then let's complete our mission.
I've done nothing wrong.
So once we complete our mission,
It's possible that Eclipso has somehow severed the Spectre from his human host. That would explain why he's unleashing judgment like this. I'm calling in Green Lantern and others as backup. Green Lantern has a history with the Spectre.
so once we complete the last mission of the quest here, we can then go into the
Now
Spectre
you must
lair.
do the impossible. Return the spirit of God's vengeance to his link with humanity. Green Lantern and Green Arrow will join you to face him in the Metropolis courthouse he has taken for his own. Perhaps they can appeal to the Spectre's memories. Or, failing that, help you bring him down.
I think we have the judge over there, just to show it to you. It's a pretty big, basically it's a big Reaper. That sadly requires a full group in order to be able to defeat it. Unless you're pretty high level. But that goes without saying. So here we have to save our friend the Spectre. We have to locate him first. But before that, I think we have to locate Hal Jordan and Green Arrow. It's been a while since I played this mission, so curious to see if there's anything different right now. Again, there's a whole bunch of ghosts we're gonna have to defeat, but you can see there's a side mission over there, so let's go pick it up.
Please help me. My husband and I were called to jury duty, but we got separated. I can't live without him.
And we have a briefing, an investigation here.
Do not expect to see compassion, mortal. There is none left.
Aw, no more compassion left. We're so sad now. I guess you don't really have to defeat all the ghosts, but I try not to leave enemies behind when I can. Although some of those, like right now, I don't think we can target him. Some of those become are not enemy at first, but they do become enemies as you get close to them. I guess not that little guy. Aw, he's so nice to us today. And of course we're targeting the evil barrel over there. Oh, Shazam time capsule. If you want to use the barrels, like the green barrels will release some sort of poison. As you can see, some of the spirits become hateful when you get close to them. But not this one, I suppose. I'm trying to see. Never really took the time to admire that model. Usually I come over here, there's a healing barrel over here, so no reason not to use it. And then from here you can try and blast as many of the spirits as you can. You can try and blast the green barrel to try to do extra damage with them. You decide. The barrels don't do that much damage, but every little bit helps, I suppose. One thing that I used to do, I don't think you need to do it anymore, but what you can do is you can grab some of those barrels and you can just drop him here and use them in your encounter in just a bit. But first, let's
oh no!
this little side quest.
Spirits behind you. Oh man, thank you. And I thought jury duty was bad. My wife must be frantic. I'll go meet up with her now.
So, and let's grab this little barrel over here, and we'll use it during our fight here. So there's two things you can do. You can use the healing barrel to heal yourself, and you can use the green barrels to defeat your enemies, or to do some damage to your enemies. I'm not sure how many waves of ghosts there are. It's been a while since I've been here, and I have to admit, never really paid attention. I just defeat them until there's no more ghosts, or no more spirits. And we did not even use all the green barrels. Oh, not that. Well, there should be an investigation here. Just keep an eye open, there's quite a few of them in this map.
You. Empathy can be a dangerous well, and has drowned many.
think then we can talk to our friend Green Lantern. So here we have our friend Al Jordan. I have to admit that they did a good job with the Green Lantern model, though it's a bit funky around the emblem somehow. And we have our friend Green Arrow. I think this is one of the early model that I saw long before I even started playing DC Universe Online, when they started publishing some concept artwork to try to get people excited about the game. And I remember thinking, I've done a good job with our friend Green Arrow. It's an odd mixture of the classic Green Arrow with the Longbow Hunter.
I'm glad you're here. The Spectre's in the next room, and the craziness is hitting the fan. The Spectre needs a human soul in order to judge humanity. Without it, you get... well, you've seen it. And I should know, I was once his host myself. Prepare yourself, and let me know when you're ready to move.
Let's see if we got something good first. Oh, we got a nice pair of boots. And sadly, that seems to be it. It happens. So, before I forget, the little chest that I broke over here, there are chests like that in various missions, and there are feats also for breaking those chests. There's rewards usually in those chests, and also there's a feat for breaking 50 chests, 100 chests, 1,000 chests. So I think 1,000 is the last feat for those chests, so don't hesitate to break those chests if you see them.
This might be a one-way trip. Messing with the Hand of Vengeance is a good way to find yourself judged. And executed. Just like old times, huh, Green Arrow? Good job.
So basically you just have to cross over here, and you're going to trigger a dialogue with our friend
this is not
Green Lantern.
right. There's got to be something forcibly ripping away the Spectre's humanity. I'll keep him busy, while you two check the hallways and find out what's doing this.
I know our friend Green Arrow should come with us. Well, let's wait for him a bit. Again, you can use the Green Barrel if you need to. And if you don't, the spirits will find a way to use them against you, so you may as well just break them. So now we have a little Batman Green Arrow team up, which is always kind of cool. So we have to defeat those spirits, and then afterwards we have to destroy that little stone over there.
Compassion. Without it, how can one judge?
Good job.
Wisdom. Without it, the innocent would be found guilty.
So as you see, there are various feats just within this one mission. And each time you destroy a stone, basically you trigger a little event, a scripted event.
Pride. To find satisfaction in a just sentence, one must be certain of their judgment.
Probably should have waited. I wanted to show you how the spirits can levitate the barrel and send it towards you. Oh well, next time. Let's try here. They don't do it. So this should be the last crystal. But before we destroy the crystal, we need to try to get our little investigation in the corner. Oh.
Listen to vengeance, mortal. Hear the whispers around you. Sins and transgressions committed by everyday people. The Spectre's work is never done.
So let's destroy this joint.
Mercy. Without understanding, it is merely an excuse for the weak to escape judgment.
So once you destroy the last stone, there's a bit of a scripted event.
No,
Let's go grab the little barrel here.
I reject these foolish emotions. They have clouded my judgment for too long.
So let's talk to our friend Green Lantern. And then let's use that little barrel
Without my
here.
humanity, I am lost. I must have a human host.
Doesn't really matter. There's you can see there's another healing barrel over there. There's another right there to our right. And the one we just used is going to respawn pretty quick. So there's quite a few healing barrels if you need to. So healing yourself in this map shouldn't really be a concern. And there's basically three waves to the map. Actually, maybe more than that. You have to fight the Spectre. Then afterwards, you have to fight the Spectre as I think it's Altorna. Let's see. Oh no, actually that's Green Arrow first.
With you, I shall not miss my mark.
Sorry, Ollie. You already judged people enough. That's the way to do it.
Hal Jordan, you will be my human host once again, and contain the power of vengeance.
So you can see your friend the Spectre going from host to host. The last host is your character.
Eclipso shall not deprive me of my humanity.
Ready?
The time for his judgment is coming, and my vengeance will be both just.
So when you fight as the Spectre, you can still use the barrels. And you're basically using, I think it's brawling. Oh no, it's martial arts. But it's a weird version of martial arts. It's a bit clunky. And a bit slow.
Spectre has escaped me. I must find another way. This is not over.
So let's see what reward we can choose. The helmet or the kilt. Decisions. We could go for a mod for our generator. I'll take the mod, it'll give me a chance to show it to you. I'm not sure if I did show it to you with this character, so I'll give us an opportunity to do that. So once you complete the mission, don't hesitate to break the healing barrels. As I mentioned, the top feat is like 1,000 barrels.
The darkness cannot be defeated forever.
You
It
yourself
waits
will
to
be judged,
claim you
Eclipso.
are.
Judged and punished.
So Eclipso is defeated, so oh, there's a little cinematic. See, let's keep skip. There we go. If you want to see the cinematics, I have a video called This Universe Online the Movie or something like that. So you have a whole bunch of cinematics in that video.
Eclipso has always wanted the Spectre's power since he had it himself and lost it. Well, he didn't get it today, thanks to you.
So we completed the mission in our journal, and now the next step of the mission is to go back to see Dr. Fate. So let's do
The
that.
Spectre has been rejoined to humanity, so he may properly fulfill his role as an agent of divine judgment. We deprived Circe of a valuable weapon today in the battle for magical power. My thanks.
Wonder Woman thanked us. She's so sweet. So let's go back to Dr. Fate, and then we'll go to our lair, and that will probably be it for today. So again, you can see the little yellow diamond that shows you the direction you need to go, and it shows you the distance. So 500, 400, not sure if it's meters, feet, miles. Obviously it's not miles. Oh, here we have our friend for Ring War, and we even have the bounty. So there's that little guy that appears from time to time. Let's talk to him.
Will you aid the Corps? Sinestro's army of fear has smashed down an Alpha Lantern near LexCorp Tower. The green power batteries left from the battle should revive him. Do not delay.
So as you can
Sinestro
see,
is already amassing his villain allies.
So as you can see, he gives Fear versus Will. You have to join the Fear versus Will mission near LexCorp, which is also known as I forget the other name. And we have to defeat 5 villains. 5 villains, that means 5 player villains. So it involves a bit of PvP. And this here is just a bounty for defeating 5 villains. So the mission is that the war coordinator gives us is called Fear versus Will, but it's also called the Ring War. At some point you get an announcement saying that the Ring War has started. Let's see if we have it here, just to Fear versus Will. Okay. I know it doesn't even matter. Sometimes you'll see on the screen a message saying Ring War will start in 5 minutes. It's the very same thing as Fear versus Will. Not sure why sometimes they give multiple names to the same thing. It happens. Although sometimes it's just that they didn't get the chance to change some of the names. Like I've noticed that even though they changed the names of the name of Captain Marvel to Shazam, there were still a few places where the character was still called Captain Marvel. You still had the Captain Marvel T-shirt, but lately they seem to have made those changes. It says we have the poster. So here you can see we can take some of the bounties that maybe we can take before. This is the Avatar of Sin. And let's see the other one. Arkello. Oh, and there's even the Judge, of course. So on this one poster you can take multiple bounties. Usually, if you're roughly around level 30, you have to be at least I would say 4 players to be able to play those bounties.
You have rejoined Spectre to his humanity and restored the balance. It seems you are fated for greatness.
So we're done with our friend Dr. Fate.
This is Oracle. Batman has asked for you specifically to work with him on a crucial mission. He's waiting for you in the watchtower.
So sadly, the headpiece, we can't really use it yet. Oh well, it happens. Could have sworn we had a few pieces that required level 30. Like this one here. We'll use it a bit later. So let's go back to our lair first. I'm not sure if we did have a mod before, and I play a lot of characters, so I could be misremembering. But basically what I wanted to show you, there is a mod that we got. Let's re-imprint our armory while we're here. And let's see if we have additional skill points. Oh yes. So here we need to put those points in critical attack damage. And let's re-imprint everything. And let's go to our generator, which is all the way down here, and we should be able to put a mod in it. We already had a restoration mod, so now we can have a might mod, which will give us 55 might and 55 weaponization rating. Weaponization rating is when you throw barrels or items at NPCs. And we do have mail, so let's go to our mailbox. The belt, not really worth it. Doesn't matter. So let's go back to the watchtower. So I think we have to go speak to Batman directly, I think. Let's go see. Because sometimes, like, if your mentor is Superman, you actually have to go talk to Supergirl, if I'm not mistaken. And for Wonder Woman, I completely forget what you need to do. So let's enter the Hall of Justice. We couldn't enter here before. This is the first time we're actually allowed to enter here. And we're going to be able to take a quick look at the new Batman model. It's basically the same model, they just reskinned it. I guess it'll be a bit easier to see. Oh, there we go. And they made a new model for Wonder Woman, which personally I don't like very much. The model overall is fine, but holy crap, the face is let's say not very pretty. But it was to be expected. They pretty much went with the model we have in the comics right now, I think, and the model they have in the movies. And the movie was fairly successful, so I can. But for the face, I don't understand. There's this tendency in comics lately to make female characters not very attractive. And I guess DCUO is following along that trend. And of course, we have the return of our friend Superman. Before I forget to mention it, for quite a while there was only like a plaque where Superman stands because of the death of the Superman storyline. But today, we now have our friend Superman. I guess you could say Superman returns. Sorry for the bad pun. And you can see there's a whole bunch of little yellow squares for different if you have different objectives. Anyway, I'm trying to find. Doesn't matter. So that is going to be pretty much it for today, guys. Next time we're going to play the mission that our friend Batman will give us. Basically, as soon as you don't even need to reach level 30, but as soon as you finish the main quest, then you can come to speak to our friend Batman and play what is pretty much the final mission in the Batman storyline. And once you complete that mission, no matter what level your character is, by the time you finish that mission, you become automatically to level 30. So that is going to be pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.